Run It Studios and the Arthritis Foundation of Missouri bring you this special episode of the Run Radio Podcast. Welcome back to the Run Radio Podcast in partnership with the Arthritis Foundation of Missouri, bringing you resources and information to help you or a loved one that may be dealing with some type of arthritis. There are so many. My name is Trina Wilcox. I was diagnosed at age 6, so I know that there have become more and more resources at our fingertips, thanks to the help with great libraries and great places like the Arthritis Foundation. I want to welcome my guest, Kristen Sorth with the St. Louis County Library. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I remember back in the day when my parents were researching what was going on with their kid, going to the library and dad flipping through books, making copies. And this was when it was so not user friendly to get all the information that you need. So I have a good feeling you have been part of making resources so easily available. What can you tell someone who is coming in and has no idea what they're looking for, but they know they need to know something?
Yeah, I think libraries have really changed over the years, and I think that it became more of less of a place about rules and being quiet, and more of a place of information and a place of comfort and community and to seek assistance. So every library district has amazing people that are working in branches who are there to help people do exactly what you just asked. And so we have so many people there that are trained in how to find information. We're also making access to our catalog, where books are, and then our collection in general, like the physical collection, is just more accessible and it makes more sense to people in the way it's laid out. And then we have databases and all kinds of other things. And then the main key, I think, is that we all started partnering with so many great organizations to bring programs both in person and then post pandemic virtual that cover topics like arthritis and other things.
What is one of the many needs that you see when people come through your doors? If it's not just someone perusing for their next summer read, what are some of the things you have people coming up to you asking for?
Yeah, I think we have people ask, I mean, you name it, people ask for it, but they always ask about job. We have a lot of people that ask about how do I apply for a job or what my resume should look like. We also have people that come in and ask for assistance if they're starting a small business. They may ask for resources regarding that. And then we have tons of people that come to the library who want to find out about health related topics. We have lots of programs that cover a wide range of topics related to health. And I do think it's a safe place for people to come in. At our library district, we have social workers.
Mhm.
So we have 6 social workers available in our branches, and they are available to connect people with resources and other nonprofits that can help them, and just to be there to talk to them as well.
That's really great. It's nice to know that, you can use the internet to exhaustion, but sometimes it's nice to have that guidance and direction from someone that knows more about it than you do.
Right. And there's a lot of misinformation
That
out
too.
there, lots
Yes.
of misinformation. And the library is really a trusted source and filled with people who know what those trusted sources are.
So, how did the Arthritis Foundation and you begin to partner and begin to provide those resources to the community?
We've been partnering with the Arthritis Foundation for almost a decade. So we offer, as I mentioned, we offer lots of really amazing programs in our branches. They're really well attended. We have an incredible author event series as well. And we started with a couple of series that we presented back to back to back years called Live Yes or Living Your Yes with RA. And we had various rheumatologists come in from St. Louis University, and they provided programs. We had, almost 50 attendees at all of those. And then we've had some other talks about what that looks like today in today's world. We often find that many of our health related programs are really popular when they're presented virtually.
Mm.
So we are looking at a couple of virtual programs that will be presented during Pain Awareness Month. So we have a Managing Your Pain with Arthritis event that will happen probably in September. And then October, we have Exercising with Arthritis. We have a huge Fall into Fitness program for our patrons where we encourage them to track their fitness. They hit goals along the way, and then they're registered for a raffle for prizes. So we really wanted to work in the importance of exercising and how to exercise when you have arthritis.
Yeah, that's great. Well, if another library were interested in doing what you're doing, how would they go about? Do they need to talk to you about kind of using your template, or is it something that they have to just build from the ground up alone?
Yeah, we libraries are super collaborative. So we often share programs with each other. So they could always reach out to us. A lot of our programs are available on our YouTube page, especially our virtual programs. So they could go out and check those out. But there's lots of great partnerships like the Arthritis Foundation. Where you've got experts. I think as librarians, we want to have the answers to everything, but we don't.
Right.
And so that's why we have so many great partnerships with other nonprofits that do have the answer. So I think they could always reach out to us, but they could certainly reach out to nonprofits and arthritis foundations who are really interested in partnering and getting the word out.
Do you have any events coming up in the next couple of months to share about?
We do have the two that I mentioned, the one in September, which is managing pain, and then the one in October, which is exercising. But then we have a couple of other interesting related events. So we have a ton of wellness classes. We have like gentle ballet, chair yoga, Tai Chi that are presented both virtually and then in person. And then we have a partnership with BJC in St. Louis that presents in person and virtual programs about like tips for healthy eating, mindfulness, all those kinds of things. We have a couple of programs that we present with Aging Ahead for seniors, and those include a healthy lunch as well. And then, of course, we've got books and audiobooks and virtual books that people can check out. And then we also offer Headspace with a library card, and that is an online app that focuses on meditation and mindfulness techniques. So that is, I've used it. My family has used it. It's really awesome.
Nice. And so if you just have a library card, you get access to that app?
You can, yes.
That's very valuable. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I know that libraries, of course, are always needing more resources, support, and funding. So, what can the community do to help you and make sure that all of these great resources are continuously available?
Yeah, the St. Louis County Library has a foundation. We have the St. Louis County Library Foundation, and they have a website and a Facebook page. And so you can go out to the website and you can actually link to it from the library's website, which is slcl.org. And there's a donate button. You can learn all about the foundation. So It's always lovely to have people sponsor some of our programs and donate to us. We have a fundraiser that's coming up in the fall. It's called Pop from the Page, and it's an outdoor movie night with food trucks this year. We're going for a more casual fundraising event, and the tickets are available to the public, so you can buy those tickets as well online. And then, we just want people to be great ambassadors too. So I think it's good to talk to people about, hey, this may not be the library that you experienced as a child. Like there's no shushing. Most libraries have comfortable seating and are really dynamic and fun, have great programs for kids and teens and adults. So I would say, like, come in and visit a library if you haven't been in a long time.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. I remember as our library was changing going in, and I knew it had changed when you saw this cool looking kid zone and kids actually studying there, teenagers studying there. It wasn't a place that you avoided anymore. It was the place that you went to get your work done and enjoy it.
Yeah, that's really fun. We have so we just opened a brand new branch, and I have been told that it is the place to be seen for teenagers. So we had this security video from a Sunday with like 50 teens waiting outside for the library to open. And when they unlocked the doors, they ran in to get the best study rooms.
Wow.
I know. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna start crying.
Yeah, you're doing stuff right. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
And we
Well,
want, we want it to be a safe, comfortable place for
yeah.
people. And I think that's why people come with questions. They don't feel intimidated. It's a really calm environment where really you've got all these people there that are just there to help you.
Well, I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing. You're connected with the Arthritis Foundation and other great outlets. We appreciate what you're doing. Thank you for sharing some of your time
Of
and
course.
energy into a great cause.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Uh-huh. You can find out more when you link over to watch and listen on any platform from runitstudios.com. Thank you.
Thank you.